Say hey everyone, welcome into another edition of Say Hey Plays. My name is Jose Bouquett. Alongside me is my guy Dabby Cab. Dabby, it's a small slate of baseball today and tomorrow, but it should be interesting to talk about. I know you have places to be, so we won't dilly dally today. How are you?
I'm good, man. I saw just a second ago, I think it was the Angels game is postponed or somebody's game was, yeah, Angels Tigers game is postponed. So there's even one less already.
All right, I was wondering why there was no line there. That makes more sense now. All right, well, let's get right into it. We appreciate everyone as always watching. Hit the like button, drop a comment as always with your action in there as well. It helps me root for your action and actually
Bro,
remember it as well.
haven't you won like 10 units in the past 2 days?
It has been like 7 units in the past day. It's been pretty solid, but we're
The
not going to
past
get to
day
it.
or past 2 days? It's 2 days in a row, right?
Yeah, 2 days. Yeah,
Then why do you look like somebody just kicked your dog?
I'm sleepy. I'm a sleepy boy.
Wake the fuck up.
No. Baltimore Orioles versus the Philadelphia Phillies, Debbie Cap. And I have had quite a time with this series. I want to back the Orioles in these games. I admittedly, guess I've said 1,000 times now. I think the Orioles are very good at baseball, et cetera, et cetera. But the Phillies are just confounding, and they took out their shortstop from the lineup this game, so that might help them out because he's a shitbag. But I don't know what to expect here from the Phillies in general. Their offensive numbers against lefties have been pretty solid, and so have the Orioles. So can easily say over 9.5 here, but ultimately I've had to pass on this game as of right now. I definitely lean towards the Orioles again here. Market wise in this game, let's start this off right. 72% of the bets, but only 44% of the money on the Orioles there. So very interesting. And for the total here, under money. 54% of the bets and 72% of the money on the under. So makes sense. Kind of figures with I should say with Phillies games because I just can never get the Phillies right or wrong. So I just pass on this game.
You know what's funny is I kind of feel like that with the Phillies too. Like I swear I can't. Even further more into the Phillies is Suarez is somebody who I've kind of looked to fade a couple times the past few years, and I don't know. It's just never worked for me, and I still think he sucks. I don't know how you go against Baltimore right now. They're just. I mean, why go against them? They find a way to win. Their top two relievers go down. They still find a way to win a game 3-2 with the bullpen. You know, they go against fucking McClanahan, even though the Rays look like they've been fully exposed at this point. But you go against McClanahan, and they get the 6-5 win against him. So, I just don't know why you'd want to go against him. And Bradish in his last 3 starts has an ERA of under 1, which is outstanding. His K rate is nearly 10 on the road. And, like I said, Suarez has struggled at home. His ERA is close to 6. He's 0-2 in his last 3 starts with the ERA of 5.4. I think the Orioles just find a way to win. I wouldn't go against them. It's either you take the Orioles or pass for me personally. Maybe first 5 with Bradish just to really get behind him, especially since they've got some bullpen injuries.
Yeah, I think the Orioles bullpen will get fixed up here in the next coming week or so for sure. Shout out to Jay Peasy. His birthday's tomorrow, so shout out to him.
Hell yeah. Happy birthday, Jay Peasy.
Happy early birthday to Jay Peasy, my guy. Birthday picks tomorrow for you. Akbar Salev, Rocco Rogers. What's up?
Jay Peasy's always spitting fire. You should see he already made us a song for the unmuted mic. We just didn't put it in yet because we're gonna build up to that to using it. But he's already sent it, and it's already, man, it's fire. Jay Peasy's always spitting fire.
Shout out to you. But I guess he's not considered a rapper because he's not a criminal, as my guy Picks from Dave.
What in the fuck is wrong with you guys?
That's what Picks from Dave said.
Why do you keep saying that?
That's what he said. I didn't say it. He said that's what Picks from Dave said. All rappers are criminals.
I gave him shit, and now I'm gonna give you shit for repeating it.
That's why I'm just commenting. Quote: Picks from Dave. All rappers are criminals.
Jesus Christ, Jose.
What a fucking guy that Picks from Dave is. Red Sox, Braves here. And of course I took the Red Sox here, but I got a bit of shittier price. Line's gone up, and that's not a good sign, obviously.
Hey, Jay Peasy, I get it, man. I tore into him. He was like, oh, should I make a public apology? I was like, no, motherfucker. Just don't say dumb shit like that.
Yeah, that was very classic Picks from Dave's there. I was not surprised at all by that comment. But let's talk about this game.
Reading it.
I'm concerned because we have 17% of the bets and 69% of the money on the Red Sox, but the line has moved towards the Braves, and I bet him at money line plus 144. Now you got mine or plus 150, and that's just concerning here, Dabby Cap. So I want to hear your thoughts on Red Sox or Red Sox Braves here.
You're not backing your guy here?
I am already on him. I'm on Red Sox money line already, so it's not a good sign.
You are on the Red Sox money line here?
Yeah.
So, the Braves have been everybody's kind of hitting that slump right now. You look at all the top teams, Braves, Rays, Rangers, a lot of people are hitting that stride right here. It's just, Strider's still somebody that it's like anytime I get him under minus 200, I consider betting him the first 5. Personally, for this one, just because Bello's been so good, I'm staying off. But yeah, I would look to maybe back Strider in the first 5 here. This is just a tough one because it's like I think the price is right on, but Boston's been playing solid baseball this month. I know you're happy with it. This is just a tough spot here again. You're going against the best team in the majors with probably their best pitcher on the mound. I don't know how else to simplify it other than that. So I think the advantage goes to the Braves here on the mound, even though Bello has pitched so well this season. Strider leads the majors in strikeouts. He's recorded at least 9 strikeouts in each of his last 6 starts entering this game. So that's just outstanding, the role that he's been on. And you know how explosive and dangerous the Braves offense is. So for me, this is just a stay away.
Very interesting matchup here. And I'm already invested. I have the Red Sox, but I said it earlier in the show earlier today, and I'm going to say it again. I still think the Rangers don't make the playoffs, and it seems as if the Red Sox are aligning themselves to be the team that kicks them out. So I cannot fun. It's going to be fun. And Rem, I'm sorry, Rem. I was just commenting and saying what fucking Dave said. I love you.
Jose tries to be funny, and it comes across as just so genuine and shitty.
Yeah. So, oh well.
That wasn't funny. He shouldn't have said it, and you shouldn't have brought it back up. Motherfucker, I've been a criminal since I was like fucking 10, so I don't want to hear it.
Hey, you take that up with your boy picks from Dave there. You take that up with him. That was a wild comment. I still couldn't believe it. That was wild. And by the way, your boy got out. Your boy got out too. I actually did notice that. So shout out to Melly.
I told you, and that plus 125.
Yeah, I know. I was laughing about that. I was like, wow, I can't believe that bet hit. And Dave was just so dismissive. Oh, God.
But everybody was. I tried to talk about it on the sesh, too, and everybody's like, I don't want to hear it. I'm like, no, motherfuckers, I'm trying to tell you this is plus 125. They don't got any evidence. It's not going to stick.
Hey, it did. So shout out to him. Let's move on to the Metro or the Subway Series, as it actually is called. Let's go Quintana, Rodon, Yankees, Mets. Boy, oh boy, I would love to move on the Mets here, but the line again has just gone towards the Mets or going towards the Yankees way, and it kind of just seemed like a spot where Quintana can go out there and pitch well against, Rodon can pitch against the lefties, and Rodon can pitch against the Mets here. They're 28th are the Mets this month against lefties, 69 weighted runs created plus. Excuse me, 21st this season. I'm about to die, Dabby, so you take it away.
I got you, man. Look, the line, everything about it's the same thing last start with Rodon. It's like they're trying to get you to think that he's going to have a good game, and maybe he is. Maybe it's time for him to bounce back, but I'm not fucking putting my money on him. I can tell you right now, if I'm betting this game, Jose, have you been drinking hard alcohol? If I'm betting this game, I would go with the Mets. It's just, I'm not looking to back Jose right here. I think this will be a high intense game. You got, what is it? The fucking, what is it? Subway Series. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Yeah. The Subway Series. So, the intensity is going to be there. Rodon, I've seen nothing about what he's done this year that lets me think he's somebody that I want to get behind. And Quintana, what he does do a good job of is keeping the ball in the park. He's only allowed just 8 home runs the whole season in 2022. So he's what you call a ground ball pitcher. And, this Yankees offense, we all know they rely on the long ball. Their team average is just 223 or 233, excuse me, which is 29th in baseball. So, I think this will be a spot for the Mets. I think Quintana can get some ground balls, and I think that plus 131, that's where the value is here.
Man, I'm going to be laughing about Dave all fucking day now. It's going to be hilarious. I wish I could take the Mets here, like I said, but I'm staying off this game. I do also like a first 5 under in this game just because I think the Yankees offense obviously has just been so bad. Just so bad. So I think Quintana could hold them down, but they've been better against lefties, obviously, than against righties. 12th this month, 112 weighted runs created plus. So I can see the angle for the Yankees. I'm just not going to move on it because I don't trust that fucking team, and I think they suck. Market-wise, real quick before we move on, 58% of the bets and 31% of the money on the Mets. So obviously bigger bets on the Yankees there, 42 and 69% of the money there. Totals-wise here, that's kind of surprising that everyone's on the under. 84% of the bets and 66% of the money on the over here. Yeah, I probably go under, but yeah, I just do not believe that this game is bettable for me. So let's go to the other series. I think everyone's starting to call this the drive-by series, which is kind of funny. Shout out to Chirac. I've heard Chicago's crime problems are a little over-exaggerated, but shout out to anyone that lives in Chicago. I would love to live there one day. Sounds like a beautiful place. Stroman versus Lance Lynn. You're muted. I love you, but you're muted.
Good. Thank you for telling me. You just dancing all around it, right?
What? I would love to live in Chicago. I've heard the crime's a little bit inflated.
Nobody fucking wants to live in Chicago, Jose.
I do.
Dude, the wind will literally blow you over.
I lived in Oklahoma. The same shit.
Are you comparing Oklahoma to Chicago right now?
The wind, yeah. What are you talking about? Windy as hell in Oklahoma. I did almost get blown away in the wind of Oklahoma. Thank God. Freshman 15 helped me out there. I got fat at Oklahoma, too. That was fun. Let's talk about this game because we're talking about a fat guy here in Lance Lynn. And admittedly, I made my rule a couple of days ago. Don't bet on the fatties anymore. Don't bet on Lance Lynn. Don't bet on
if you tell me that you're betting on Lance Lynn, I promise you I will leave. I will just get the fuck off right now. I promise.
Admittedly, that would be funny, but I can't. I'm not on him. I only have 2 bets today so far. It's the side I would bet on in this game, though. I was on the Cubs last night, and if I had to gun to head pick a side, it's White Sox tonight. I think Lance Lynn is pitching from a spot where one more good start on the White Sox, and he's out of there. We heard the Rays rumors today that the Rays were interested in trading for Lance Lynn. Sure, I guess. The Rays really just want to look at all of his multiple fastballs that he have and teach it to all their younger guys, but no thanks there. I've ended up passing. The offense for the White Sox is just really, really bad, and Stroman coming off of a poor start in his own right. I could see another first 5 under in this game, honestly, but I don't know, that I could really get there. So let's touch on the market real quick before I hit the comments and pass it off to Dabby, because it seems like something I've said about the win in Oklahoma is starting to get people going in the comments now. So shout out to you guys. 71% of the money, of the bets on the Cubs, but only 39% of the money. That's shocking. Bigger bets on the White Sox, 61% of the bets, 61% of the money. Jesus, I got fucked up with that cough, I guess. This just rattled me mentally. 28% of the bets on the White Sox. So the White Sox for me are the side here, totals-wise, and I would like to see something so I can move on an under maybe. Yeah, it's the same thing as the last game. 81% of the bets, 66% of the money on the over. So I lean under, but I have nothing to say here. Nothing else I should say. But what do you think?
I think this could be a good spot to get behind the Cubs and Stroman, because unlike everybody else who tries to convince himself that Lance Lynn isn't a fat piece of shit, I know that he's a fat piece of shit. And I know that Stroman's a pretty good pitcher for the most part. I know that he struggled his last game out. I expect him to come back in a tough situation. The Cubs are only 2 games under 500 right now. What are you saying in the chat?
Markel asks, what's that end part of Oklahoma on the map, that very skinny part of? And I just said racist whites. Those are just where all the racist whites live in Oklahoma.
Nah, there you go. There you go. I would only get behind the Cubs here, man. Lance Lynn is not a good pitcher. And I have fear. I have like nightmares of him getting traded to the fucking Rangers. Like, I don't know why. Like,
Oh God, it'd be so funny, please.
it would not be fun. And like, literally, I just like, I see it like in my mind, like they're going to pick him up and put him in the rotation.
Yeah.
He's going to suck. He's going to come down here in the heat and he's going to fucking die.
He's pitched here before, but yeah, I don't think he's going to go and come back and pitch well.
No, not at all. I would go Cubs here. And I think you're getting a money line offer at Stroman in the Cubs versus Lynn in the White Sox. Cubs. You don't got to overthink this.
Berkey Sanderson saying that Stroman and Giolito are going to the Astros.
That would not be good.
Not for you, yeah. I would, selfishly, I cross my fingers. And he's saying Stroman and Bellinger, not Giolito. He's getting the Chicago teams mixed up. But I pray every day that the Cubs trade for, or not the Cubs, the Astros trade for people because I want my friend that's on the Astros system to be involved in one of those trades. So I pray every day that he gets traded. So shout out to him.
Who's your friend?
He's just a minor leaguer on the Astros system, and he fucking all hurt this year. So I don't think he can get traded. But I hope someone else trades for him because he's kind of blocked in the majors.
Lucas said, things I'd rather do than back Lynn in a series. Episode 1, burn myself with lit cigarettes.
I would love to see that series, Lucas. Every time he comes on the bump, today he'll just be like, just takes himself some ciggies to the chest right there. What else is next, Lucas? What's episode 2? I'd love to know. This is a good episodic series that we have in the works here. Right on the tongue, that makes you either a biker, a part of a biker gang, or someone on meth. If people that do that, so shout out to that.
Literally, they're the same thing.
They overlap.
They're the same thing, Jose. What are you talking about?
They do, but I'm not going to assume that all biker gang members are meth users. Unlike Dave.
Stop. God damn. And I do assume that all biker gang members are meth users.
Oh, well, you're no different than Dave then. How could you? Shout out to Nasty Nate joining us as well. Red Sox smash. I'm on the Red Sox today, Nate. So let's hope to God they show up because the lines moved there the opposite way against us. Okay. Astros Rangers here. And Dabby, you've probably not heard this, but I've said the whole week that the Astros would sweep the Rangers here. I bet on them both times.
Look at the Rangers starting rotation in this series. It is
garbage.
So fucking bad.
And they were supposed to throw Nasty Nate Eovaldi, but he is, like I've said, he's not a fucking picture of health, and he's starting to get that arm fatigue, and his velocity's starting to drip. And when that happens, so I'm on the Astros here today. I'm obviously not on the money line. I didn't want to lay that juice. Rocco's on -1. I didn't even want to lay that juice. I think this is an Astros beatdown spot. So I took the Astros -2 full game at +155.
Okay. Now, I will give Haney one thing. He did go, I don't have his stats in front of me. I want to say 5 innings, no runs against the Astros just a couple weeks ago. But overall, of late, he has not been, good at all. But you look at what the Rangers has done. Okay, they lost the series to the Dodgers, and now they're down 0-2 to the Astros. So it feels like they're just, playing terrible. But they've still won 6 of their last 10 games since the All-Star break, thanks to the 6-game fucking winning streak, or 7 of their last 10, excuse me, thanks to the 6-game winning streak. And that's all thanks to their lineup, because it's not the pitching staff that's doing it for them. They're only 16th in team ERA at 4.17. But at the plate, the Rangers absolutely excel. And I know how good Valdez is. I know he's got an ERA barely over 2, especially at home. It's even better. But Valdez is somebody that starts to labor as he gets into games. And this isn't going to surprise anyone here. I'm not backing the Rangers. Just like I said on Monday, I leaned towards the Astros Monday, even though I wanted the Rangers to win. But I took the is Yordan back today? For real?
Yeah. Altuve and Yordan both back from the IL today.
That's why my line moved. So what I was about to say is what I bet. Like I said, it's not going to surprise anyone. I took the first 5 over 4 at -120. I'm only seeing 4.5s now everywhere, but I still like it. Both of these pitchers give up 2. One of them's going to give up 3. I'm going to tell you that right now. Through 5 innings, both of these pitchers are going to give up 2 runs. One of them's going to give up 3.
All right, beautiful. John Garcia, I fucking hate the Astros. I can't
No,
fucking
you don't. They're literally like your favorite team right now.
Can't
It's Boston, Houston, Lance Lynn.
You're true. No, you forgot about the A's as well, obviously.
And fuck. Boston, Houston, Lance Lynn, A's, Royals, Rockies.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. No, I fucking can't stand Houston. I hate going to the Astros Red Sox games because I go up there, I drive the 4 hours just to fucking come back furiously angry about the Red Sox losing there.
That's what's going to happen in a month when you're here.
No, it's gonna piss me off. Those series, that's a fucking important series, like very important series. Because I've said it again, I'll say it again, and I'm a fucking broken record. I'm sure people like Rocco, Justin McElvey, JPZ guys that have listened to me at nauseum have heard me say this plenty of times and want to shoot me after saying this. But the Rangers are not gonna make the playoffs, and the team that seems like is gonna be the team that kicks them out of the playoffs is my Boston Red Sox. A game and a half out of the wild card right now. Where the Rangers lose this game, they'll be tied in the division. They have 4-game series in September against the Blue Jays and a 3-gamer against the Red Sox that next week too. So those 2 series are going to be gigantic.
I genuinely hope that we find a way, because the last game that we went to, we bet the same things and they all cashed and it was fun. I genuinely hope that we find a way to get on the same page again. Because if we don't, I'm going to cash and I'm going to talk shit.
Yeah, and I'm sure I'll be in a great mood. I'm sure that would make me in a happy mood. I'm sure it'd be the same way the other way. If I cashed and talk shit, I'm sure you'd be in a great mood.
I still wish we had a video. It was like fucking 12-1, and then the 12-2, and the Rockies hit that double to score 2 runs. They're losing 12-2. They score 2 runs, make it 12-4, and I'm just running up and down the stands cheering. I know all those Rangers fans were like, "What in the fuck is wrong with this guy?"
True. Yeah, everyone did look. You got up and ran away, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, "Hey, I won money. I don't care."
Yeah, especially because we were like vigorously cheering for the Rangers in the first 5 innings, just like first 5 over, let's go. And then we took the team. We obviously had Rocky's team total, so that was funny as hell. Nasty Nate's gonna be with us.
Nice.
That'll be fun. I think he will. Be at least. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he'll be on Red Sox first 5 and first 3 that day, and he's on them today. So shout out to my guy Nasty Nate there. I'm excited for all the happenings as well. That's going to be an interesting day. But yeah, this is very important. And yeah, John Garcia, I'm glad you asked me that question because I really can't stand the fucking Astros. I just think they're just that good. You know, I mean, Dabby, I'll ask you this question I've been thinking about. Who do you think the best team in the American League is?
The Astros.
Yeah, I still think it's the fucking Astros. After all this shit, I still think it's the Astros. And when it comes to the playoff time, you know, I mean, you know what? I'm going to look this up real quick, Debbie Cat, because I thought about this. I was like, so we're going to fuck around. We're going to do all this bullshit in the American League. We're going to have all this shit. And the Astros are still going to be in the American League Championship Series. They're still going to be in the ALCS just doing their damn thing. And I just went up to look at their World Series odds, plus 850. They're the second favorite in the National League. So,
wow. Hey, the Juice, yeah, the Altuve and Jordan are back, according to Rocco, or somebody in the chat let us know that they're back today.
Yeah, both of them got reinstated off the IL, and just to make sure, we do have confirmed lineups with Altuve hitting first and Jordan hitting fifth. That's weird, man. That's so fucked that they can hit Jordan Alvarez fifth, and he's like the best fucking.
It brings the most important thing about this game. First 5 over. Let's get fucking paid.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. Every time people ask me, like, they'll be like, "Oh, what do you think about Rangers game?" I'll be like, blah, blah, blah. I know the Cavs on the first 5 over, but blah, 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 blah.
Bro, if I went and counted my record when I bet first 5 overs with the Rangers this year, it would be fucking sick, bro. Like, I know it's double digits on the wins and single digits on the losses.
Very interesting. By the way, I don't know who Kyle Kerms who the hell is Kyle Kerms, the juice? But I appreciate you, my man, for jumping in here as well. And JPZ, I'm watching this.
Is he with Pub? Kyle Kerm?
I have no idea. I have fucking no idea.
Bro, I don't know anyone. People be like, oh, you know so-and-so? I'm like, nope. I know Jose and Jimmy and fucking Dutch and Dave.
I had already forgotten that Kike Hernandez is on the Dodgers, and I looked up and I saw the cleats, and I was like, oh, those look very familiar. And I was like, oh shit, that's Kike. All right, he's already on the Dodgers. So you got a hit, but yeah, the Dodgers are down 2-0. It's always an interesting live bet, as always, because the Blue Jays bullpen is horrific, and it's very fun to watch. But let's go to our last game. A game I really had nothing on, to be honest. Giants A's. Ryan Walker's going to open, and we're going to have Alex Wood. Shit team with the A's, but admittedly, I did like the +1.5 with them, just because of how bad the Giants are against lefties. And Hogan Harris, is he a good lefty? Not really, but he's a lefty, and he's probably capable enough to get some outs here. So, maybe even like, what's a first 5 like +1 for the A's here today? Because I do think the A's can hold it down for the first 5 innings. What do you think?
What? No, I don't. I don't bet on the A's. What do you mean, what do I think? Is that really your question?
Yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions and emotions on this game.
I think that it's baseball, and obviously you could win if you take a +1. I also think that the A's suck, and anybody who's been betting their money on them consistently this year is just donating money. So, no, I don't like the A's. I don't like Harris. I'm not a huge fan of Ryan Walker, though. I will say that with the Giants. This is a tough spot for the Giants, but they've got to keep winning. Giants have to keep winning right here. And the A's are not a team where, going up against somebody that I'm sitting here saying this team needs to keep winning. And the Giants aren't the team for that, man. And let me pull this up really quick. I'm going to pull up a couple other stats. Are you betting this or just thinking about it?
I'm probably not going to bet it. First 5 +1s -120, which admittedly is not that bad. I'd consider betting that. And full game +1.5 is at -105. I also like that for the A's, but I don't think I'll be moving on it.
Yeah, I was about to say, so Hogan Harris, I just wanted to pull this up. I knew his last game against Houston, he only gave up 2 runs with the 6 strikeouts in 6 innings. But if you look at his 4 starts before that, against Minnesota, he only went through 4 innings. He gave up 5 runs. Against Detroit, he only went through 4 2/3. He gave up 7 runs. Against New York, he only went 5 1/3, gave up 4. We'll keep going. Toronto, he only went 4 2/3. He gave up 4. I mean, he's not somebody that I would personally be looking to jump out and get behind. I think his 2-4, 6.11 ERA is about right. And on top of that, man, he's got 22 walks to only 46 strikeouts. That walk rate is way too fucking high. You want to talk about one thing I can't stand? I can't stand pitchers who walk people.
You would have fucking hated me.
What? Really?
A fucking walk machine here.
It's like the only thing you can't do. Like, it's literally the only thing you can't do. Just don't fucking walk people. Don't walk people. It's so sickening. It's a bullpen day here for the Giants, and that's the only reason why I get it. I get why you might be backing them, but even out of the bullpen here, Walker, I actually think he's 3-0 on the season. A 2.93 ERA. He's only thrown 30 innings, but he's got a 1.27 WHIP. He's been solid consistently the whole time. His last time out against Detroit, he gave up the 2 earned runs, but before that, he had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 innings without giving up a run. Only 2 hits in those 7 innings. Also, I mean, Giants are past for me. At -240, I'm not betting the Giants in a bullpen day, though. So I get where you're going. I'm not taking -240 on a bullpen day with the Giants, but at the same time, I'm not taking the A's. That's just me.
I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts on this game in the chat. Obviously, it's a shit game on the card, so might not have many, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to have an addition on the card. I only have 2 bets, and I'd love to have 3, but I don't know.
I sent out a tweet today, Jose. I know you saw it because I was like, our guy's already done it once this year. Can you do it again? Talking about you coming back, bringing the units all the way back to even or positive.
It's very detrimental.
Do what?
The seeing the units every day is just so detrimental to your mental health. I'll tell you guys this now, but we're climbing back out of the hole.
you are climbing back out of it. You got some positive feedback in there.
Rare, yeah, it was a rare one.
Loopy said he's seeing Alex Wood. That's a good one. But then also, you got one comment. I think it was our guy Rick. He was like, he's doubling down on the A's today.
And admittedly, I'm one of those assholes. When you tell me not to do something, I'd love to bet it. I'd love to do it. And I'd love to bet the Oakland A's here. And I'm close, I'll be honest. Loopy, Alex Wood's going to be the primary. So you'll get Ryan Walker for an inning or two, and then Wood will come on after him.
Why are they doing that? That's weird.
Analytics. I couldn't tell you. Perky Sanderson asking about the safest bet of the day. Honestly, I don't think either one of those teams are a safe bet. Honestly,
the fuck is a safe bet? Can somebody tell me what a safe? I want to know what a safe bet is.
I would too. I would fucking love a couple, but honestly, like it's one of those things where the Braves, and I've bet on the Red Sox, honestly, and the line has moved towards the Braves. That feels like it's an interesting, like, safe spot, but there's no safe spots. So, Nasty Nate asking about the record. Let's recap our action.
Are you asking about mine or yours?
Mine, I assume. I'm a 297 and 314, 46 pushes. That's 48.61%. Down 20.
Say that one more time. How many bets have you made?
I don't math, but 297 wins, 314 losses, 46 pushes.
Fucking hell.
It's a lot of bets, down 20.62 units. It was almost 30 earlier in the week, and now we've up 7 units of the last 2 days. It's been pretty nice. Loopy, I am 100% positive it is going to be Ryan Walker and then Alex Wood. He will pitch like 4 innings. So if you want to call him the starter, sure.
But I haven't even made 200 bets this year.
Yeah, it's an issue. Volume. We're still figuring out. Obviously, you can get into your days where you bet too much and that costs you. And then there's days where you don't bet enough, and you're like, "Fuck, I had all these lanes," but we're figuring it out as we go.
I can't tell you how many days where I've had just fucking a list of things hit, but I've stuck. So fuck it.
Yeah, and Akbar Salih even saying safe bets minus 500 or more. Not even, man. Not even the fucking minus 500s are even. JPZ asking about the money in this game. Yeah, I'll read it off to you real quick, my man. And it's interesting. It does lead me or trend me towards the A's direction. I admit again. 26% of the bets on the A's and 54% of the money on them. So 74% of the bets on the Giants and 46% of the money is interesting. And then the total here, everyone kind of thinking the same thing, that the Giants are going to show up against the lefty here. 57% of the bets and 94% of the money on the under there. So keep an eye out on that as always. But man, it's going to be interesting. And yeah, Drip, I'm going to end around with 1,400 bets, and it's going to be ugly. It's going to be.
How many bets do you think I've made so far this year?
I'd be shocked if you were over 100.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Over 100. Come on, Jose. I still do average at least 1 bet a day, which, to some people sounds like not very much, but considering the fact that I bet every fucking day of the week, it's my actual money too, so I don't give a damn how other people feel about it. I'm 79 and 56. That's 135.
Oh, okay. All right, beautiful. Well, no, I like it. No, obviously, no shade, because low volume still fucking means plus money and plus units. So that's all that matters. So ultimately, it doesn't matter how you cap, as long as you're getting the fucking money at the end of it is what matters the most here. What an interesting show. What an interesting show here today. It's funny that I just keep laughing about our boy Picks from Dave. What an interesting character that man is, and I hope he's doing well. I don't think you
don't mean that though.
Of course I do. I think I don't want him to be doing poorly. Does he say stupid things sometimes? Sure. But that just kind of runs with the territory. Recapping my action here. You know what, Dabby? I want you to go first, because I'm going to sit here and think about the Oakland A's for another 30 seconds.
Okay, well, since Jordan and Altuve are back in the lineup, you can no longer get the over 4 at minus 120, but what you can get is over 4.5 at plus money or even money pretty much everywhere in the Rangers-Astros game, and that's what I'm on. The first 5 over 4, over 4.5. If you have to bet it now, I'll endorse it. I'll even fucking put it out at 4.5. I don't really give a shit. I bet it at 4, but this is for you guys. Over 4.5. You can get it anywhere from even money to minus 110 pretty much everywhere.
I don't even give a shit. It's it was funny. I got a good chuckle out of that. I'm gonna, Dabby, I'll follow you, and like AOD is saying, someone fucking pack the bong for me, because I'm rolling on the A's plus 1.5, minus 105. That'll be my third bet of the day. I'd like 3 bets over 2. I want a negative or positive outlook on my day.
Every time I do that and I think that, one of my bets fucking pushes.
I would love to see my Astros -2 bet push, because that would be hilarious. But I'm on Red Sox money line plus 144, Astros -2 at plus 155, and I'm on Oakland plus 1.5 at minus 105. Shout out to Barry. At first I thought that said I lost all my money buying Jose feet picks. I was like, wow, Barry, interesting. But no, that's not what he said. That is not what he said. I like Barry. Barry's keeps me honest, keeps me humble. And Barry's only leaked into my regular day of life only once, so I appreciate.
Well,
Barry.
I hope so, because he's tweeting from his phone, fucking on the street corner with all of his homeless friends right now, telling you that he lost all his money betting on your fucking picks.
Hey, man, I get it. I hope the Oakland A's come through for Barry today, so he can pick up a charger at the gas station.
Hey, he's like, Barry, it's okay. We're gonna get it all back today, my guy. Take out another mortgage and put it on the fucking A's.
Remortgage the house, Barry. It's time. It's time.
Oh, look, Loopy just said Ohtani might be the first $500 million contract in MLB history. I don't know why. I was driving to a pitching lesson this morning, and I started thinking about it. He's worth every fucking penny, and anybody who thinks otherwise, look, you got people who are willing to drop the fucking house, like bring the bank down for a good pitcher, or bring the bank down for somebody like Bryce Harper or Mike Trout. Well, guess what? He's 2 in 1. And if you still don't fucking understand that yet, I'm sorry, you're slow. Like, he is that hitter leading the major leagues in home runs, and he is that fucking guy on the mound. He still has about a 3 ERA. So he's worth every fucking penny.
Yeah. Hey, I'm in. I've been the biggest Ohtani bandwagon guy in out there. Almost me and Ben Verlander. But
I mean, just think about what I'm saying. You are getting the best of both. You're getting a top-notch fucking pitcher and the best hitter in baseball. He's
Dabby, I remember I asked you a couple of weeks ago, who would your pitcher be to play the aliens in a baseball game? You said yourself, obviously, which I'll never forget, which is hilarious. My pick is Shohei Ohtani. So I don't know.
Hey, speaking of aliens, you see that shit that's all circling around? They like
Buddy, we've been knowing this. I don't know why the U.S. We knew they were here.
Just fucking show us a picture already.
I would love to see a picture or two. That'd be funny. Shout out to that woman. By the way, the woman that was on the airplane the last week saying like, "Oh, there's a fucking lizard."
He's not real.
Yeah. Shout out to, because that woman's looking better every day. Who? By the way, where the fuck is that lady?
Hey, quick wood or wouldn't. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, but
I
definitely
think I would, because she was speaking facts. She was speaking facts. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And yeah, where is that lady? Because she's looking better every day with her fucking saying that bitch wasn't real, saying that guy was an alien, whatever the fuck. Maybe she's got it figured out and we're all fucked up. Who knows? Dabby Cab, when's the next time we can see you?
I'll be here with you Saturday. I wanted to say this real quick for everyone that's wondering. I made this call on the unmuted mic tomorrow. I've got a couple guests that are going to be, I don't know if anybody caught it, but Natasha was fucking wonderful. She was great on camera. She was fun. She was funny. And I've got a couple more people that are just like her that are going to be top-notch guests. My thought is I don't want to water shit down. I'm only going to bring you guys the best of the best. And that's what we want to do. So we're going to be back next week. We've got another guest lined up. She's a porn star with like 350,000 followers. So it'll be good stuff. It's better to bring you guys the best of the best instead of, I'm not shit out there just to put content out. Same thing with my bets. Everything I do, I want it to be top notch. That's all there is to it.
And Dabby, just remember, whenever that chocolatey waterfall episode is coming out, I want to be there.
I'm ready. When are we going to put her in? Do I got to reach out
It's
to her, or
your
are you going to
show.
handle it?
It's you guys' show. You just let me know when you guys
It's
are ready.
more of an interview than a show. Like, it's a process, right? Set her up. Get her ready. Is she ready for the interview?
God damn it. Whit Merrifield just hit a 3-run jack. Son of a bitch.
Good conversation.
Sucks. Yeah, she's ready. Yeah, she already agreed to do the interview. So
well, I heard that this week that somebody was ready, and now I found out yesterday that they're not. So you want to double check on that?
That is how that happens. That is a common occurrence. And I can guarantee that thing right there. And by the way, I don't even know what John Garcia is saying here with his comment. Am I still on Dutch over a half? I don't know what that means.
You're still on Dutch today. I don't know, but I feel like it's supposed to be funny.
It is, because it has us talking about Dutch, and you guys know how I feel about Dutch. So,
how do you feel about Dutch?
I'm not a fan.
Oh, really? You want to? Let's unpack this really quick.
No. Let's not. Let's just remind everyone. I might be an inch or two taller than Dutch. So that's just facts are facts.
Holy shit! Are you gonna really fire shots when he's not even here to fire them back?
Yes, I am, because you guys do the same on the fucking the sesh.
I don't fire shots at nobody.
Both of you guys. You guys are a collective.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Okay.
So shout out to him. And yeah, no, he'd smoke me under the table though. So I can admit because
I'll never forget before he met me though, and he put out that thing in the chat for Pubapalooza 1. He was like, anybody who wants to bet $1,000 that they can outsmoke me. Like, hey, listen, motherfucker, I don't know you, but I know you can't outsmoke me. So
oh man, Pubapalooza 3 is gonna be a lot of fun. Ping pong tournaments. Fucking the whole thing. And by the way, Perky's got my back, so I'm excited. I've got an army now. Watch out.
I've been saying that, man. I'm halfway planning on like getting Jose in a fight at the next Rangers game. We're gonna get a little drunk after the game, and I'm gonna get him in a fight, and I'm gonna get your back.
You know, I have an assumption that Rangers fans are prone to carrying fucking weaponry. You know, so I don't know, but yeah, sure, why not? I would love to do that. Shots to Nash.
You said it was on your bucket list.
It is, but you know, as I go, I get older, I'm like, oh man, getting punched in the face would really suck.
It hurts.
Yeah, that just doesn't seem that appealing.
I don't feel good.
So yeah, you know, maybe, who knows? But shout out to everyone in the chat, the Juice. Jose Posse, shout out to Steve G. It used to be Jose's Army as well. Jose's Army rolled deep. The Juice, Perky, AOD, Loopy, Boss Up, Choppa, Wine Time, John Garcia, AOD, my guy Barry Smith, who's on the Oakland A's today. So me and Barry are on the Oakland A's. If Barry fucking cashes with the Oakland A's and he comes in here the next fucking day and saying, you're fucking 49%, you're garbage, I'm going to be pissed, Barry, because me and you are on the same side, my man. Now, if we both lose on the A's, you're more than welcome to come in and call me a fucking bum. But if we win, you better fucking come correct, Barry. The Juice, Loopy, all you guys, Fly White Mike, Drip Skylark, even my guy Rem Most, who disappeared.
I mean, at least he told the truth.
God, fuck, that was good. No, I love my guy Rem Most. That was a fucking, again, wild fucking comment from Pixar.
I was so fucking mad too. It's just like, dude, goddamn, bro. Anyways,
unbelievable, Dave. That was Brutus the Buckeye coming out right there. That wasn't Dave. That was Brutus. Thanks everyone again. I'll be back here tomorrow morning. It'll be a short, only 4 baseball games tomorrow. Dabby Cab, 4.
You gonna have 4 bets?
Probably it'll be a standard day. But yeah, 4 games tomorrow. We'll break them down with Jimmy the Bag. It'll be really weird and interesting. And just to remind everyone, don't forget, Dabby Cab will be hosting this show for a little bit in September and August. That'll be a fun time. Well, and a little bit in October, perhaps, as well. So that'll be a lot of fun as well.
Oh, damn. What, are you just going to retire and give me the show? What the fuck, Jose?
Well, sorry, weddings, dude. What do you want me to do?
What does this mean? Is this every day? So, like, fuck, from August, September, and October, I'm doing this 7 days a week now?
Oh man, yeah, Dabby, you would find out quickly that doing a show every day is like, wow, this is not as easy.
Oh,
as
you say find out quickly. I go from the sesh to this with you to the unmuted mic to Jimmy's show back to this with you, and I'm telling you, like, so many different worlds. It's like every time I'm like, okay, I got a day to. It's like, no, if I don't get this shit ready right now, it's gonna fucking air and nothing's gonna be ready to go.
It's gonna be a good time. This is the life of content providers. Again, we appreciate all you guys. Comment below what your plays are. We appreciate Jose to another network. What? I don't know where. I don't know what you're talking about there. Real deal. I'm just going on a bachelor party and then a wedding. So it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be very interesting. Dabby, is this the trust tree? Let's get in the trust tree. I think I'm gonna do drugs I've never done before. Then.
Like what kind? Because I've heard that before.
We'll talk about it when it gets closer. Thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.